influenced my practice in a huge variety of ways. I think the biggest is being able to appreciate quality of evidence and being able to evaluate what is a good study or a good piece of evidence versus something that's lower quality. I think when we first started really dabbling in evidence-based nutrition, there was a sense that any study was a good study, and now I think we have a much greater appreciation that some studies are the ones that are really the ones to hold on to, and others are interesting but really just food for thought and food for more research.
I use PEN almost every day. I use it for both individual counseling and also when I do presentations, and as well when I run groups in the community.
It allows me access to a database of information that I can access at any time whenever I need to. So it has saved me a lot of time in my private practice.
What I love about PEN is it allows me to look for the questions that have relevance to practice. It's so easy to use. So I love the fact that you can sort of get that summary, get the evidence-based gradation, but then if I want to drill down, which I usually do, I can get the more complete explanation and the references that I want to search. I think that there's a real niche for PEN in terms of global nutrition, particularly for those dietitians who don't have ready access to information and to client resources.
All I could do is spend my time looking at misinformation. I wouldn't have time to do my job. PEN is a great, easy, quick reference tool. It cuts down the time that I have to look stuff up because it's a quick reference tool. I get to spend more face-to-face time with my clients.
A grandement influencé ma pratique. J'adore les outils, les ressources qui sont disponibles dans cet outil-ci. Et qu'est-ce que j'adore, c'est que ça me sauve beaucoup de temps, beaucoup d'énergie et je peux concentrer ma pratique à aider les personnes à améliorer leur santé.
It has really set us apart as being the profession that has all the evidence to deal with all the nutrition issues. That we've really created something powerful and something that's actually magic and the envy of all the other professions. Nobody else, no nurses, no doctors, no dentists, nobody's got what we've got as dietitians.
I was involved in the original visioning of PEN and the development of the first 13 pathways that we launched some time ago, 10 years ago. And I just see PEN as just opening up the world to dietitians in terms of access to evidence-based information.
Definitely say that PEN has strengthened my dietetic practice. I think that it's essential that dietitians remain connected to the literature, and it isn't always so easy to do that in our day-to-day work. So it's been really great to increase my confidence in making sure that what I'm doing with my patients is in accordance with the literature.
It's kind of a security for me as a dietitian, but also as a student. I can go to PEN and I can trust the information that is in there. It is definitely time-saving for, well, every dietitian, and it is very efficient. So,
for me, it helps me just have the confidence to stay on top of all the different diagnoses that I deal with in a day, and the resource materials that I can hand to patients is just so wonderful, because I just don't have the time in a day to develop all of the resources that go along with all the different disease states.
And in teaching, it has certainly helped in terms of having the evidence-based information there. And it's also helped in terms of directing students to the Penn pathways for information to start off looking at literature and looking at research topics.
As a clinician, it was great to use evidence-based practice, the latest and greatest, using Penn with my patients. And now as a professor, I've been using Penn with my students so that they understand that Penn can be used for the best evidence-based practice, so that when they move forward as clinicians, they can use the Penn pathways.
I work in nutrition communications, and often it's a very fast-paced environment where a TV network or a newspaper will call me and ask for a quote on a subject within the hour. And I know I can always rely on Penn for evidence-based research so I can answer those questions in a timely manner.